Tonight, we have learned that the Department of Justice is opening a criminal investigation into a scheme by the world's largest car company.
The new numbers coming in, the world's largest automaker now apologizing.
Volkswagen is bracing for billions in fines, possible criminal charges for its executives.
This is just the beginning. When all's said and done, the penalties could be amongst the harshest ever faced by an auto company.
I don't think at the end of the year, there will be much left of Volkswagen that we know.
The reputational damage to previously one of the world's most trusted brands could be incalculable.
VW Cheat begins here at an emissions testing station. Since 2009, VW inserted software that sensed when one of its diesel cars is hooked up for a check. The controls limiting emissions would then switch on, but after the test, the controls switched off again, meaning the car would emit illegal levels of pollutants up to 40 times higher than allowed.
The restrictions on nitrogen oxides make it difficult for car manufacturers to build diesel engine vehicles that meet the restrictions and deliver on performance. But Volkswagen claimed it had cracked that nut and offered several vehicles marketed as clean diesel cars. These vehicles were said to have technology to reduce nitrogen oxide emissions.
Once we started the test, it didn't take us long to realize that the emission levels for the two Volkswagen vehicles were much higher than their certification levels.
The carmaker ordered VW and Audi dealers to immediately stop selling affected models of the Beetle, Golf, Jetta, Passat, and Audi A3 model years 2009 to 2015. I personally am deeply sorry that we have broken the trust of our customers and the public. We do not and will not tolerate violations of any kind of our internal rules or of the law.
Our company was dishonest, and in my German words, we have totally screwed up.
Yeah, but totally screwed up are not German words.
If you're a VW shareholder or employee today, the letters stand for very worried.
VW stock drove off a cliff, down more than 17% in the U.S. The company saw more than $14 billion go up in smoke in one trading session.
Value of some models falling as fast as the stock. In fact, for the price as much as $5,000 per car.
These vehicles have contributed nearly 1 million metric tons of pollution every year. That's equal to all of the United Kingdom's emissions from all industries and vehicles. Worse yet, Volkswagen now says the cheating tech may be installed on as many as 11 million vehicles worldwide.
Nitrogen dioxide causes asthma, it causes strokes, it causes birth abnormalities.
I am deeply sorry that we have broken this trust.
A Volkswagen announcement on his resignation. Winterkorn himself did not appear, but provided the statement, quote, "I am shocked by the events of the past few days. Above all, I am stunned that misconduct on such a scale was possible in the Volkswagen Group. As CEO, I accept responsibility for the irregularities that have been found in diesel engines and have therefore requested the supervisory board to agree on terminating my function as CEO of the Volkswagen Group. I am doing this in the interests of the company, even though I am not aware of any wrongdoing on my part." He also said, quote, "Volkswagen has been, is, and will always be my life."
The CEO resigned on Wednesday after scrambling to do damage control, saying he was endlessly sorry, which sounded great until it turned out he was only 10% sorry but had rigged his mouth to artificially inflate his sorriness.
Car owners are worried about the value of their vehicles and how they will be fixed. Criminal investigators are now looking into this matter, and some are wondering, David, if this VW brand can actually survive.
It's facing investigations by the U.S. Justice Department, the Environmental Protection Agency, as well as the New York Attorney General. Other jurisdictions will certainly follow.
The head of VW of America came to testify.
A couple of software engineers who put this in for whatever reason.
And I want to tell you, Mr. Horn, I don't buy it.
Volkswagen needs to stand up and say, okay, we understand, we will buy your car back.
VW is trying to get the United States of America to believe these are a couple of rogue engineers. I categorically reject that.
At some point, a software engineer was told by somebody, you need to put in this defeat device because this is going to allow us to have a cleaner tailpipe exhaust emissions.
That the problem is The owner of the Volkswagen is an emotional buyer. It's an emotional brand. It's been around forever. It's based on the Beetle and the Punch Buggy and the Microbus. These guys are not like casual owners of cars. They are passionate owners of VWs. And these are the guys, this is the customer base you really don't want to screw with.
That's horrendous all the way around, and I'm angry and mad, and it's safe to say I speak for everybody.
Volkswagen, das Auto.